What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Now, today I want to talk a little bit about programs and results. Okay? Now, there are a lot of people out there who come to me and they say they've been trying for a long time and they do this program and they get good results for a little while, but then something happens and inevitably they wind up not sticking with their program or their diet or whatever it is. And, they seem to get discouraged because they think they should have these great results because they've been sticking to it for a very long time. But when you boil it down to it, it's not such a very long time. Let me explain. So if you spent 10 years of your life getting to the point where you were in the shape that you're in, where you want to start getting back to being in better shape, and you stay on a diet for 3 weeks. Now, you may perceive that as a long time. That's not a long time. That's a drop in the bucket. If you can stay on your eating plan and your training for 8 weeks, then if nothing happens or you gain weight or whatever, if something goes wrong, then you can have something to complain about. But sticking to something for a week or two and not getting fantastic results and completely dramatically changing your body is not realistic. Now, there are people that happens to, myself being one of them. If I change something in my diet or my training program, within a couple of days I see a clear, distinct difference in the way I look and feel. But what you got to realize is, I didn't get to that point that you guys are at. I constantly, all year round, stay on my diet, eat a certain way, train a certain way, do my cardio. So I'm doing these things constantly. They're not a chore. They're not a program. They're a way of my life. And that's what all these people that you want to emulate, that you see in these magazines and stuff, are doing. A workout is not a chore. A workout is something they look forward to. A workout is part of their life. It's like breathing or eating. It's something that they enjoy doing. So if an argument with the husband or the kids or whatever, happens, they're not going to just say, okay, I'm not going to the gym today because I had an argument. They're actually going to feel better when they go to the gym. They're actually going to feel better when they eat right. They're not going to grab a hamburger instead of having their ground turkey. They're going to eat their ground turkey and they're going to feel better after they do that. That's the difference between the people that are being successful and the people that are not being successful, is they don't look at it as a chore. Okay, so let's say you're starting a diet and you are on your diet for 3 weeks, and you start to get good results. You start to see good results. Next thing you know, you have an argument with your wife, you have an argument with your husband, you have to work late, whatever's going on, and you decide, well, I don't care, I'm going to Wendy's because it's fast and I don't feel like eating the food in my cooler. And you know what, I'm working late, so I'm not going to work out because I just don't feel like it. I've had a long day, and after all that work, I deserve this time to myself. It's not how it works, okay? What you're doing is you're putting everything else first, before your workouts, before your diet, before your health. And this is a very common thing. People start something and they find it too hard to work into their lives, rather than just making it a way of life and making it a part of life. Working out and eating right is not something that you choose to do because you're forced to. If you're forced to, you're way off track already, okay? It's something that you should do to take care of your body and yourself beforehand, before you get to the point where the doctor's like, you know what, you have to do something or you're going to be in big trouble, okay? So here's the deal. When you start your new program, your new training, new diet, or whatever it is, there's no end to it. Okay? You don't say, well, I'm almost at my goal, and you stop. It doesn't work like that. That's the way you're supposed to eat. That's the way that you're supposed to train. That's the way you're supposed to think. That's what your body's supposed to do. That's what it's made for. It's not made to start a 12-week diet, and then when you're done, and then, no, because you're going to go back to looking the way you did before. Okay? So think about it before you start these new programs, about what you're expecting from it, about if you expect to continue it, how much effort you're going to put into it, because busting your butt for 2 weeks is not necessarily killing yourself looking for great results. Busting your butt for 2 weeks and then taking a weekend off because I was stressed out or whatever, and then had the argument with the husband, so for 2 days, no, you're going to undo everything you did in that 2 days that you did for 2 weeks. So now you have to weigh it out. What do you think is more important? Do you want to stick to it? Or do you want to sabotage it every single chance that you get and stay in the same place and then complain over and over again, I'm not losing any weight, I'm not gaining any muscle, I'm not getting any results. And then when you look at it, instead of everything being like this and slowly going up to gain muscle, it's like this, down, losing, up, down, it's all over the place. Even Jay Cutler, when he travels on the weekends, he can't get all those meals in. He actually loses like 4 or 5 pounds. So to get ready for the Olympia, what does he do? He stops traveling, so that he can make sure he gets all his meals in, because he knows if he misses a couple meals, his weight drops and he loses muscle. That's how it is, guys. So be diligent about what you're perceiving what's going on out there with this diet and training stuff. And you know what? Give yourself a pep talk if you need to. Do whatever you have to do. But if you really want the results, you have to stay on the plan. You cannot veer from the plan. And I don't care who you are. If your programs are not working, consistency is probably what's happening that's keeping you from attaining your goal. So check the consistency first. Then you only have 3 other things: cardio, training, and diet. There are only 4 things to look at as to why you're not accomplishing your goals. Check the consistency first, then go through the checklist of the other things, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find out really quick you're not doing 100% of what you think you're doing, and you're not putting 110% into your training, diet, and health, and therefore you're not getting 110% of the results. The results come from what you put in. You get what you put into it. Bios3training@gmail.com. Comments down below. www.bios3training.com is the blog. We'll see you guys soon, and we're out.